hear people talking about taking their gap year where they go traveling around the world. Well, Joel Nicholson has an idea about that and how you should spend that year between high school and university. He's the founder of Global Leadership Academy, which sounds like a very highfalutin kind of program. But maybe you could explain what exactly it is.
Sure, yeah. So the Global Leadership Academy is a one-year structured gap year program for 18 to 25-year-olds focused on self-discovery and career discovery, high-impact skills development, and helping students gain a set of real-world leadership experiences that are second to none.
So it's not just about putting the backpack on and hopping on the train and going through Europe. There's actually a structure to this that in the end will produce what?
In the end, it will produce helping students find out more about what they want to do with their lives and what they want to study. Because there's a lot of pressure that teachers and parents and peers put towards students to move on to university without them necessarily being confident that they in their chosen program.
That's so true. Parents they mean well,
but
they would rather you just go in and take anything,
absolutely,
rather than take nothing.
And what's really interesting is there was a report published last year, co-authored by Queen's University, and they found that 38% of university students either switch or drop out of their programs. So the data is there, and so what we're there is to offer an alternative gap year program. We're calling it a leap year program, because it's not about taking a year off, it's about taking a year ahead with our program. And students can actually study and work while they do our program. It's flexible enough for that to happen, but some of them who have applied and who are admitted already are choosing actually to take the entire year off and dedicate this towards their gap year.
You've broken it into 4 phases.
That's right.
Explain those.
Sure, yeah. So there's discover, design, build, and achieve. And discover is all about finding out who you are, what you want, and if there's a career that matches kind of your personality, your interests, and your passions out there in the world, and trialing and testing those careers. There's design, which is about setting up a blueprint for the next year with the program and establishing a set of goals that you can focus towards throughout the program and beyond the program, and learning how to manage those goals like a project. The third phase is called build, and that's about building a set of relevant skills within students that are applicable for your life and for your career.
Like what?
Things like creativity, things like problem solving, critical thinking, collaboration, and communication. Things that university and traditional academia don't focus on directly. They hope that they're more indirect outcomes of their subject-based courses, whereas we focus on those kind of foundation modules very specifically.
So you can help people learn to be more creative.
Yes, yeah, definitely. It's a skill that can be unlearned, so it's also a skill that can be learned.
Now, that's interesting, because I read on your website what you just said about unlearning it.
Yeah.
Didn't they do a study, some sort of genius study?
Yeah, there is.
Based on age? Explain that.
Yeah, there's a creative genius study that was actually developed by NASA, and they used it to test their engineers to see how innovative they were. And this guy named George Land, I believe his name is, he trialed that test to young people at the age of, I think it was 5, and then did that exact same test as they progress and as they got older. And he found that when students were something like 5 years old, 90% of them were creative geniuses. And then as they got older and older, at 27 years old, something like only 5% were still remaining creative geniuses.
They lost that skill.
Exactly. So his hypothesis and his resulting feedback was that creativity can be unlearned.
Snuffed out, in other words.
Yeah.
Crushed by the establishment. So you help get it back, find the source of it, and ignite that again.
Yeah, that's one of the things, one of the skills that we do focus on.
So where do people go? What do they do? What are they doing for this year?
Yeah, so just building on those phases, the last one that I didn't mention was Achieve. And Achieve is like kind of a phase that encompasses the entire program. And before students graduate from the program, they need to accomplish 6 real-world achievements. And these are things that we believe are like the formula for what a global leader is. And they also look really good on a university application or on a job application. So it's kind of that double benefit. And these are things like getting an internship, volunteering abroad, helping solve a problem in the local community, competing in a physical challenge, organizing an event, and there's one other one. Gosh, it's slipping my mind right now. But these 6 things really help students gain that real world experience as well as build their resume so that they can go on. It's like a launch pad for whatever they find out they really want to do.
Such a great program. What made you want to design a program like this?
So yeah, it was really just seeing the need in the market for something like this, and the need for young people to do a program like this. I run a website. I co-run it with a friend of mine. It's called universityhub.ca. And it's Canada's largest university admissions support service. So we speak to hundreds of students, grade 12 students who are applying to university every year, and we've done that every year for the last 4 years. And the biggest insight that I've been able to draw from is that 90% of students aren't prepared for university. They don't know what they want out of it. They're not even confident about the career or about the program that they're going to be studying for the next 4 years. And as they get older, those switching costs increase and increase even more. So we want to hit them at a very prime age to be able to tackle that issue.
The benefits to the students themselves are obvious.
Yeah.
A more focused, fulfilled life because of the choices that they are able to make, and informed choices.
Yeah.
What are the benefits down the road to employers or the universities that these students will then attend?
Sure, yeah. So for employers are crying out for these skills that I talked about a little bit. So whenever you ask like an executive, which we've done a lot of interviews to build the program on, what skills do you really want in your new graduates, in the people that you hire? And they say these things: creativity, problem solving, critical thinking, maybe more hard skills such as Excel or PowerPoint. And these are all things that we cover in our program, and things that university tends to overlook because it is a little bit more on the theoretical side, which has its place as well, but we're also just a supplement for that.
Brilliant. There is an application process.
There is, yep.
So there's a deadline coming up. Tell us how people can start the application process.
Sure, yeah. So you can go on to www.gla.academy, and there's an application that's there. It's a very short application. It's only all you have to do is tell us a little bit about who you are and why you're applying to the program, and we contact every single applicant on the phone to get to know a little bit more about them off the page.
Nice.
Because that personal connection is, I think, more important than what you read in an essay or in like a written application.
Fantastic. All right, so I've already applied to university. I've even maybe been accepted.
Yeah.
Now I'm hearing about this, and I want to take the program. What do I do with that application that's already been accepted for my university?
So a lot of universities actually allow you to defer their acceptance. You just need to demonstrate that you are using your year in a structured, productive way. Or a lot of the students who are applying or have already been admitted to the program are in university right now, and they're thinking of either taking their semester off or studying online or part-time. With so many online studying options these days that universities offer, it's great to be able to do that while doing our program simultaneously.
Cool. I know so many adults who still want to figure out what they want to do with their lives. You got to come up with a program for us too, okay?
Okay, eventually.
Thank you so much. Really
Thank you very
great.
much.
So go online again. The deadline's coming up May 1st. So gla.academy.
That's right. Yeah.
.com?
Just gla.academy. No .com. It's a new domain.
It's the new thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We'll be talking about babies and how to get them to sleep next with the Baby Time Show.